Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a match between Sharp and Queen here on blockchain. Bottom right, it is Queen Teal today, and on the bottom left, it's a brown Terran named Sharp with 800 APM casually. These two players haven't played against each other on a one-on-one on my channel, but there are team games featuring them. So if you want a link, let me know, and I'll put it in the description or reply to you directly. Again, I read every single comment anybody ever makes on my channel. All right, so cast PVZs on this map, but not a TVZ, I feel like. It's a very, very weird map with the center base with 2 gases and 8 mineral patches. We've got northern expansion, a southern expansion, but tanks on the high ground make this a very bad idea. But where else should you expand? Because the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock also have that problem. Now I see why I haven't had a cast a TVZ on this map. Ugh. How do you defend this as Zerg? Well, we'll see if Queen has the answer. Terror the Overlord scouting the wrong way. Yes, I know. I know, this map is Terran favored, and Tracy's armories are all over the place. I got mine at Tracy's, says the Marine. Sharp coming back down to Earth, 480 APM. Hatch first in it here on this 4-player map at 12 supply, maybe whatever. 11 supply, doesn't really matter. Is this an... Oh! A command center first play, Sharp. Feeling bold today, are we? Oh. And Queen scouts it with a drone. Scouts the command center first, tries to harass the drone, or the SCV building it, which requires Sharp to come off the mineral line and defend the SCV's honor with another SCV. Ooh, drone. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Mr. Drone. You're down to how many HP? Oh, 13 HP. Got a barracks coming up. Woohoo! 3 hatch. 3 hatch before pool. Come on, you can get away with it. It was a command center first play from our dude Sharp. Do it. No, he got the pool. All right, fine. He got the pool, but really fast third. There we go. Sub 3-minute third. Okay. So this is fantastic. I like this a lot. He scouted it with the drone. This is why you scout this stuff. You see the command center first play. You're not going to try to punish it necessarily, but what you want to do is just out macro your Terran opponent, because that's how this works. If you out macro your Terran, you have a good day. Alrighty then. So what else is going on in the world of StarCraft? Artosis has announced that he's moving to Canada. As of my casting of this, he hasn't heard back from GSL whether they will let him cast remotely with Tasteless anymore for GSL, but he'll still keep doing it for ASL, which is all you guys care about, really, understandably so. So ASL, still Tastosis, still should be some fantastic top-level English commentary. Can't complain about it at all. Very excited that's going to continue. And yeah, Artosis moving to the land of, I don't know, Canada. I don't know exactly where in Canada. There are some very different places there, right? A lot of Eastern Canada is, it's Quebecois. A lot of French influence over there. A lot of French language being spoken too. The further west you get, the more just kind of like America. Especially the Midwest, Western America it gets. I mean, I know some people who are from, Central Canada, so Alberta, places like that, and I can barely tell that they're Canadian at all. It's just sometimes when they say their O's, they're a little different. Anyway. So depending where he moves to Canada, it's not that different from America, except there are some, let's say, some different political policies that exist in Canada that are different in America. We're just going to go there. We're not going to go too crazy into it. Not going to talk about it anymore. All right, so what do we got here? Marines behind a bunker, worried about ling pressure, but there is no ling pressure at all. Look at him. He's got some lings. I can hear them attacking. What are you guys attacking, lings? Ah, yes, these eggs. These eggs that do block the movement of anything but drones and workers between these 2 assimilators. But again, the eggs can be killed, allowing free passage. And then you can come over here, go down this ramp, and ta-da, you're at the base. At your third. So easy access to that third, at least, till I get Nidus tech out. Hydralisk, ooh, Hydra Den. Fast lurker research. It is. It's fast lurker here at 5 minutes. Excellent. On the other side, the Terran is, in fact, making additional barracks, so at least going to be bio for the first part of this game. He could tech into mech, which is something that we see sometimes, and it can be very successful. Man, there's an amazing game. I think it was on the channel this last week. Was it Light? I want to say it was Light versus Queen, where Light just goes. I don't want to spoil anything too much, but he goes from Marine opening into mech, and then back kind of into Marines and a hybrid thing, and then back into more mech, and just really kept Queen on his back foot in that match. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. It was an amazing play, though. It was on the map Multiverse is what it was, if you want to check that one out. But yeah, if you're a TVZ fan, that is definitely one for you. Range upgrade coming in for these Marines. It's kind of honestly a tiny little group here. Not usually, like you usually see a bigger group moving out like this, but maybe trying to set a timing up to force Sunkens out earlier than Queen wants to. But heck, Queen's got 3 bases rolling. Queen's at 25 total workers. Very happy about that. Lurker aspect is almost done to the point where you can pressure the Terran with the lurkers like this. If the lurker timing is later, then use it to defend your third, and, you know, defend maybe your natural too. But if it's earlier, then you can send your lurkers across the map and try to get some stuff done. So I think that's what we're looking at here. Let's see, where are those lurkers morphing in? Somewhere. Oh, up here. Okay. So 4 of them are morphing up here. 2 of them are morphing somewhere else. I thought maybe they'd be defending the 3rd base, but that's not what's happening here at all. So yeah, 4 lurkers here, and that was 6, right? God, oh, they're down here. Okay, fair enough. So using it to take down some more of these eggs, gaining more access to potential, maybe an attack path. Oh, that's why there's an SCV up here. Here we go. Ling Lurker coming in. This is why this SCV exists, is to give advance warning this is happening. Because, yeah, here we go. We're going to take kind of a shorter attack path. We're going to come down here. We're going to attack through these eggs. Not much you could do about it, honestly. Maybe try to wall this off. Yeah, try to get a bunker up here before these eggs die. You got to manually attack them, though. Oh, are you getting both of them here? Sort of. There we go. Okay, good. So bunker gonna help a lot here. Oh, and lurkers attacking from here too. This is sick. This is absolutely disgustingly good stuff, man. So, man, that's... Yeah, so these 2 lurkers here. Ling's gonna knock down this assimilator. Jumping on top of this bunker that's full. Seems like a dicey scenario. And this is maybe Queen just putting some fear of Zerg into Sharp. Maybe like, don't take a 3rd base. Why don't you go ahead and make some bunkers and stuff? Eh? Because I'm on 3 bases. The longer I can be on 3 bases while you're on 2, the better I feel about life. Is this drone going to expand down here? That would be interesting. I think maybe it is. Okay, is there a 3rd command center at all on the way here from the Terran? No, he's got a factory. He's got a tank out. We saw that earlier. Good stuff. Lurkers knocked down both of those assimilators. These Vespene geysers are depleted, which is hilarious. Oh, trap? Lurker trap, maybe? Maybe? Nope, not a lurker trap. Just a straight up, hey, why don't you walk into my lurker spines, dummy? Okay, he didn't say dummy. He takes Sharp seriously. I feel like if you're not going to trap them with it, then it's just, you know, I sure hope they wander into my lurker spines for a while. And then they do. And then it's hilarious. You're not getting siege mode. There's a defiler mound on the way. Oh, siege mode is done. Okay. Just hadn't sieged a tank yet. And I was like, my goodness. Not sieged a tank yet at all. All right. Yeah, this drone really wants to take a 4th base down here, but it just seems problematic. There's dropships out here from Sharp. These units are probably going to check for a 4th. Oh, this 4th is in trouble. Yeah, like I said, this map is good for tank drops. Just tank drop on the high ground. And a Zerg player's got to come up this ramp and got to engage. It sucks. So I don't think these guys know about this base. He sees it. He sees it there. Decides not to bother with it. And instead is kind of making a beeline over here to kill an Overlord. Okay, supply blocking Queen is good. And now he's going to... I think he's maybe... Oh, free Scourge hits. That's pretty sick. 2 Scourge going down real easy. And then maybe running on over here to... Maybe let this base finish and then kill it. That is a play we don't see a lot in StarCraft, but it is pretty mean. when it happens. Consume's coming in. Any Adrenal? If the Filer Mound is done, Adrenal's probably done. Consume's on the way. I mean, Consume's almost done. Adrenal's got to be done on these Lings. I wish there was a visual indicator for it. But, alas, there is not. Sharp setting up. Not going after... I don't know, just going right into the natural base. Lurker's burrow right on in here. The Lings don't have Adrenal. Oh, no! He's getting Adrenal now, but it's not going to be for this battle, at least. But Dark Swarm is here, and I think that's probably more important. Dark Swarm is definitely going to shove away the Terran army much better than just some Adrenal Lings. So, fine and fair. Also, Plague getting researched, too. Terran working on Spider Mines. There we go. Making a Vulture. We had this discussion a bunch of times on the channel, but even if you're trying to go for this kind of 8 racks, like 6 racks, 7 rack stuff, whatever you're trying to do, Marine, you know, Medic, Science Vessel, if you also just make Vultures one at a time out of your factory, which you have, throw down Spider Mines out on the map. It really dissuades things like Lings and Ultras from running across the map here. Another big attack. Science Vessel. Oh, and the dropship dies too. That sucks. This tank positioning is awesome. Look at it. You have to make Mutas to get in there. And it's an Ultralisk cavern on the way. This is not something Queen's planning on doing at all, is making Mutalisks, which, you know, if the Terran's going to do this stuff, then maybe you should. SCV checking to see if there's a base there. Third base now on the way from Sharp. And, yeah, Marines checking to make sure this fourth base doesn't come back. I think this is probably your best bet for a fourth base if you're Queen. It's just, you know, it's already been scouted by an SCV, so that's not ideal. Oh, that's a massive Plague. Ooh! Plague catching all those dudes. They got to run now. They can't even come close. Ugh, they take one spine to the face. They're all dead. Yeah, see, Spider-Mine's getting laid down. It's not, you know, all the Spider-Mines ever, but sure. You just make Vultures. There's another Vulture on the way. They come with 3 free Spider-Mines. Might as well use them. All right, so very, very injured bio units here. Oh my gosh, Queen. You're taking the center for your fourth? I do not recommend this course of action, but the fourth base by Sharp is already done. Just kidding. The third base of Sharp is already done. Chitinous Plating coming in. Metasynaptic Node on the way from the Zerg player. Just further upgrades for the Marines. And more Science Vessels from Sharp. Nothing too surprising from him at all. Big old SCV transfer up to the third. It's 36 to 55 workers in favor of the Terran. 35 is a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, was that a lurker trap? It might have been. Spider Mines. Oh, Adrenal Lings, man. Do they have upgrades? Not really. They got +1 armor. They're working on +2 armor and +1 attack, which is very cool. Yeah, Dark Swarm pops up, and then Lings are just going to jump. Sharp not evacuating out of these situations maybe as well as he should. I mean, this isn't even a massive attack. This is like 4 lurkers inside Dark Swarm. There were a couple Lings there, too. So you're going to harass up here a little bit. Maybe you might kill this bunker if it doesn't get repaired. But, oh, center gets killed. Okay, so canceled and killed here. That does get scouted. That's a big deal, but this battle, run! Sharp, maybe not running from these Dark Swarms as quickly as you'd like to see him do, but he's not Flash, and nobody is. So maybe it's not fair to compare him to a Flash like that. Okay, another Plague goes down. It's just kind of a zoning technique most of the time, right? Oh, Dark Swarm is done. These lurkers need to go. Let's get on out of here. Oh, gosh. Maybe burrow? I know. I just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running. I think Sharp is in a great position in this game. But Anabolic Synthesis on the way. Chitinous Plating is done. If there are any Ultras out there, very scary indeed. But once again, Zerg is better on the attack with the Dark Swarm and the Lings than the Ultras. When they're in the middle of the map and the Terran can just run away from them, they are eminently less effective. This is a great position here, though. Dude, Sharp, what's he doing? Is he worried about this? He's worried about this side of the Dark Swarm path, but this Dark Swarm trail, amazing. One of the pimpest plays involves this. They call it the Trail of Tears, which is maybe an offensive title considering its American history of that name, but man, it's a good name, I think, for it, because it's just, look at this. Look at this trail of Dark Swarm. That's Pentossed up here. Oh, the Lings did not use the Dark Swarm very intelligently at all. But I think Queen's trying to set up a ton of lurker pressure here. He's not making any Ultras despite... There we go. Now making 3 Ultralisks. And this is where a ton of lurkers are really problematic. Trying to get these Spider Mines to trigger on these Lings so they'll do maybe some friendly splash damage here, but no. Not allowed. And just kind of going for it, man, from all directions. That's the best way to deal with a ton of lurkers. You might lose a lot of dudes. And you did, which is not great. But Ultralisk jumping in here. There's 2 fire bats in the mix, however. It's 2-2 upgrades for the bio. The third base was under attack by a lurker. They managed to get up here. Actually stopped all mining at this base, but guess who has the left side 9 o'clock base? I don't know, man. Queen's finally getting a 4th up at the top right, but this is discovered by the Terran, and Marines are trying to murderize it. You know what? I think Sharp's in a fine position. He's up 124 to 84 total supply here at 15 minutes. Yeah, this base is going to force to be lifted off. That's annoying. This base, too, is very, very vulnerable. I'm worried about it. You just got to go up the ramp and through the way and down the ramp, and you're in. Instead, Lings are just kind of jumping on in. Irradiate on the Ultras is already here. Yeah, this base being alive for Sharp is really important because it's his 3rd. He needs it. Did this base get canceled? Got canceled. Ultralisk had to come up and deal with it and then re-established. Battle cruisers operational. Okay, not quite. But battle cruisers are on the way here from the Terran. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8 racks. Ready to rock. Trying to bust this front here just with the Ling Ultra. There's the Dark Swarm. There are 2 siege tanks back here. Okay, gets another Dark Swarm up. Ultralisks running in, taking Spider Mine hits. They've already taken irradiate damage as well, but they are tanky boys. They've got that chitinous plating. They've got 6 armor right now, which Marines are tickling them. Ling Ultra together is extremely powerful. I love the positioning and the micro on those Ultralisks. Very, very good stuff. Is that Ultra going to die? Yes, it is going to die. But no, these are not irradiated Ultras. These are fresh and strong and powerful Ultras. And a battle cruiser is going to pop here any second. But the natural, there it is. Battle cruiser shows up. The natural base is a complete problem for Sharp right now. But the battle cruisers arrive, and that's enough to make Queen back out for the time being. It's 39 workers now. What on earth happened to this base? Apparently, while I was not paying attention, something materialized in there and wiped it out. Maybe this command center had... I think that's this CC, though, isn't it? I don't know. I'm confused by all of this. What happened up there? Falcon, pay attention to the minimap. Okay. I will do better in this game. Lings, Ultras, this group is all very, very much dead. Taking the center, I don't know. Sharp is knocked down to 2 bases somehow, some way. Look, Queen's only on 3. It's not like Queen's been able to get up to 4 or 5 bases here at 17 minutes. So both players are finding themselves in really non-tenable economic positions. Look at that. He's mining out. His main base is mining out. His natural base is effectively mined out right now. He's up 121 to 91 total supply. He's taking the center. That's all he can do is try to take the center here. But he's not the only thing he can do. Nice plague on the science vessels, by the way. A single Mutalisk here to take down these science vessels would be awesome, but there is a Spire, because we saw Scourge earlier. That's right, and more Scourge are on the way to try to deal with the battle cruisers and try to deal with the science vessels too. So Queen, 4th base, I guess 5th base. 4th base here top right, 5th base top left. And then Ling's checking to make sure this base doesn't exist. That must have been what happened. He just sent Lings through the maze, down the ramp, to the attack, and killed it, or forced a liftoff at the very least. Ooh, big attack heading left though. This is bad. This is real bad for Queen. So this 5th base is just dead. There's not enough to save it at all. A couple lurkers on the top of the ramp might have delayed for a time. Yeah, Lings, they're going to kill a fire bat, but all the Lings are going to die in the meantime. Just trying to move center. There's 4 bunkers here. One of them's empty at least. One of them is empty. The other 3 are fairly full, but man, with the upgrades these Lings and these Ultralisks have, not really going to happen, is it? Oh, that Ultra did die. Oh, probably got irradiated earlier. That really shouldn't have happened otherwise, but a full evac. Oh, that is bad. A full evac on this base. And yeah, is Queen economically happy? No, but Sharp is less economically happy right now. It is very, very bad for him. Yeah, Ling's going to go ahead and knock down this bunker. Queen has a ton of minerals, but not a lot of gas. These Ultras find themselves surrounded by 3 Marines with medic support. Have they already been irradiated? One of them definitely has. Oh my gosh, they're so injured. Yeah, he's like, so you might as well come down and do some extra biological damage to these Marines while you're taking hits. Nice play, Goo, again. Running, and look at this Irradiate. Doing work. Irradiated Ultras on top of Plagued Marines. It's kind of amazing. Woof. Another Dark Swarm pops up here, but an Ultralisk. I heard an Ultralisk die in here somewhere. Probably Irradiate, maybe finish him off there. He was already very injured from previous attacks. I don't know. But again, desperately trying to take the center, but a single Zergling shows up and chases away most of the SCVs. This is crazy. Oh, no! The science vessels are dying! One of them somehow makes it out of the science vessel Armageddon there. Marines attacking here into Queen's 4th base, which again, a very important place to be. There are no drones alive in this location right now. And sure, the Marines get cleared out, but it's only 31 workers for the Zerg and only 38 for the Terran. And oh, Zerglings here to murder everything. They only have +1 attack. I'm surprised they don't have +2 by now, but they do have Adrenal, which is kind of the important upgrade at the moment. Just trying to save the day here is this group of Marines, and they do, but SCVs running for their lives. The longer they're down here, might as well return their minerals to this base. Yeah, this is forced to lift off. These Ultras do get irradiated. My goodness to gracious. These SCVs, I don't know where they're trying to go. I don't imagine they're getting sacked right now. Sharp has a ton of gas in the bank. Should probably start be pumping more and more of those science vessels for more irradiates, but instead just making Marines. Trying to win this thing with pretty much pure Marine at this stage. I don't think it's going to work out for him very well. Suddenly, Queen has taken the lead in supply, 80 to 73. It's not a massive lead, but he's been down in supply for so long. It just doesn't matter, dude. He knows how much to send to that middle base to ruin it. Look who managed to take the 6 o'clock, though. Sharp's down here. That's a huge deal. That is a huge deal. He's able to take this base. 4th base alive for Queen, just barely. He needs to put everybody on gas, and now he is. Very smart happening there. Okay, this base alive, but for how long? It's just a handful of Lings coming to murder it, but a Defiler on the way too. He of the skull face and the wiggly body. Yeah, if this base dies, Sharp is in a world of hurt. An absolute world of hurt here. Okay, so the Plague and the Dark Swarm and the Lings. Oh my gosh. Hide in the Dark Swarm until the Plague has taken its full effect, and then eat the Marines. Nom 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 nom. All right, this base is in a lot of trouble. Luca's trying to take the center again. Luca's got Lings trying to shut it down. And no! But more Lings cruising in. Scourge trying to get them hits off. Ah! Ultralisks coming all over the place. The science vessels die. The one Ultralisk on his own, not enough to save the day here. He very smartly gets the heck on out of there. My gosh, Sharp was going to have 2 mining bases after mining out his main and his natural, but no, not allowed. The 12 o'clock has been taken by Queen here as well, and that's it, man. Sharp taps out. Does not GG. They were probably in Discord, so there was a GG said there, but man, Queen is your winner in 22 minutes and 59 seconds in an absolutely non-stop jam-packed TVZ there. Sharp went for command center first. Got his 3rd base up before Queen really had a 4th base even happening. It was a 3-basing Terran to a 3-basing Zerg for quite some time. This center base, I don't think ever really got bothered much at all. There are still minerals in the main base and in the natural. Zerg worker concentrations on mineral patches is always so significantly different from Terran and Protoss. They will mine out their mains way faster because Zergs just don't have as much mineral saturation. And they have extra bases and they have fewer workers, so there's fewer trips being made. And as a result, they have this residual income available to them where Terrans do not. Terran mined out of the natural and the main entirely. He loses the 6 o'clock, and if he loses the center, that's it. And he does. He loses the center. Oh, what I would like to see is what happened to the battle cruisers. Should we check that out? I want to check that out. So hit that like button if you enjoyed that game. That was a really, really fun ZVT. Again, courtesy of RJB TV fame. Hit that like button again if you enjoyed it. Okay, so the battle cruisers, I feel like they're dead by this point. Yeah? Yeah, it must have just been Scourged, right? Did they get plagued? And then they got Scourged, or... It must have been. There are no Hydras out. There are no Mutalisks out. As far as trying to attack battle cruisers go, that's really the only path. Man, did they die even further back into the game? I would see. Okay, so the battle cruisers are on the way now. So let's do this. Let's watch this on ×2. Let's follow the battle cruisers as they go on their journey and see how long they live. So they pop at, bam, about 17 minutes is when they pop, pretty much exactly. So, okay, they immediately, you know, get a couple kills on this dude. This guy's, okay, so they're moving out together. That's good. We can keep track of them very nicely. There's an attack up to the right that we were following. They're getting shot. Okay, they're going to kill an Ultralisk. Nice. So 1 kill on his BC. He's got an Ultralisk kill to his name. Very, very wonderful. Just, you know, out in front here, science vessels to protect. Yeah, all right, getting shots. Oh, the science vessels get plagued, but our battle cruiser heroes do not. All right, 2 kills. Still 2 kills and 1 kill apiece on these guys, which is a little bit hilarious. They don't have more than that. They mess with an overlord. There's a bunch of scourge. Okay, so, ow. Yep, 1 battle cruiser dies at 1830. And the second one's already takes some scourge hits, and there's more scourge on the way. So, yeah. All right. Fair enough, I guess. Scourge, man. Good unit. I don't know if the battle cruisers really paid for themselves at all in that game. That was, killed an Ultralisk, which is a really expensive target to murder. I understand that. This center, just Dark Swarm the whole time, man. Mining from it. There's the attack up here that gets cleaned out. The SCVs have to run again. Just Sharp never really gets a good long time to mine at this thing. He gets maybe 20, 30 seconds at a time, which just isn't great. Yeah, all Queen really needs to do is make sure the center doesn't happen. You can allow whatever Sharp wants to do down here for sure. And then this is a beautiful little patient play. We already watched it, but amazing stuff. And then, yeah, here comes the everything. And Sharp taps out. It's a little premature, but he knew there was another Zerg army coming to that center, and he didn't want anything to do with it. So GG, 125,000 points there for Sharp, 146,000 from Queen. Outproduced the Terran 519 to 353, which is not easy to do with the Terrans going 8 racks, because they're making a lot of Marines, which are cheap and take up 1 supply each. So that's actually a surprising number for this game. Did get out-killed there. Sharp had a much better kill-death ratio than Queen did on that one, which is cool. Buildings raised, fairly irrelevant, and outspending your Terran opponent by 8,000 resources in 23 minutes is pretty good, if they're going 8 racks especially. So nicely done, Queen. Gets a win here in a ZVT on a very weird, I would say, Terran-favored map, but we never saw Sharp do that. We never saw him try to drop some siege tanks on that high ground and really threaten that 3 o'clock base, right? Or even later on, really threaten that top right base. Just never happened for him at all. And I don't know that he feels like he doesn't need to or what, but that was what happened. We never saw it, and Queen wins the game. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw, what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.